In this video, I am going to show you a textbook sales call. This went from basically a client who said, absolutely not, I need to reschedule, to having over a 45-minute phone call and selling him a project scope document. My name is Nick, and I have been selling Go High Level custom builds, which has generated me about $90,000 in sales in the past 4 months. I'm able to just close these deals by following a simple 3-step process that I share inside my online course. Am I a guru? No. Have I failed multiple times, but I've taken my 15 years of sales experience to the next level for my own company? Yes. In this video, I help one of my friends who's also in our custom private VIP group go through and sell a $250 project scope document. Before I start this video, I want to share with you my 3 simple process to being able to close these clients. These calls go just like this. 1, a 10 to 15 minute first call to qualify the client. This always ends up with selling a $250 project scope document. That project scope document is their proposal. You are getting paid to qualify your lead by paying $250. It does a few things. You never have to follow up with them to figure out where they are and if they're going to get back on a call with you. Why? Because they paid for it. They are the ones that are coming to you asking, hey, where is my document? When can we go over this? With my entire team, the fulfillment team, we send off this recorded call. In this case, this video was about 45 minutes because I was helping train Dominik on how to do this. We send this off to our team, which they come back and build out the proposal document. With that, on the second phone call, we go through and we basically just explain to them how we would build this entire custom build for them. And we are now presenting to them the custom built proposal. So with all of this said, I have created this entire 3-step process in making you being able to sell these custom solutions using Go High Level very, very easily. In this video, we go through this sales process. I have an entire online course. It's not a course, but it's more of just along the lines of my recorded sales calls that have amounted to these $90,000 in custom builds. You can click the link below, but after this video, I will share with you our recap with me and Dom sitting there and explaining what went well and how he can avoid by trying to sell the solution. He kept wanting to jump forward, and I jumped in and I kept this client back, being able to make sure that he was going to just end the call with paying $250. Jump into this call. The first sentence that this guy said was, I have to reschedule. And I caught his attention, and it turned into an amazing sales call. If you're interested, click the links below. I'll show you how to do this. This is what I've been doing for the past few months, and it's actually working. And you can do the exact same thing. I'm helping others do it, and it's super, super simple. Let's jump into it.
Do this right now. I got to cancel and move it to another day.
Okay. Okay. Do you see any way that we could work together that you want us to help build out some sort of system for you?
Well, yeah, admit that. Let's just address that. Uh, so, so just a quick, rundown of what y'all do. I mean, build out a system for what?
Yeah, so we build custom software for businesses that are operating, running to, add in value where you're helping your employees through AI, task automations. We can run ads, automations. So we basically take your customer journey and just improve it. It might be currently operating at, 40% efficient, and then, we move it up to 100% efficient.
Okay. For my roofing company, yeah. We don't even have a pipeline yet, like zero pipeline.
Okay.
So yeah, it's
So, Kevin, we could definitely help. We could definitely help you with the roofing side of things. I don't want you to miss your other meeting. When would be a best time? You think you could hop on later today? Maybe I'll be available later.
well, the roofing company thing. I bought in with sweat equity on that, and so I've I'm rebuilding it to what it once was, and it is not going to be ready for about 3 to 4 months. But in 3 to 4 months, let me just ask you guys this question: you guys work with JobNimbus?
We do work with JobNimbus. We use Go High Level that would tie into that.
Okay. Now, if there's a better tie-in that also does a construction-oriented type CRM where contacts are independent of jobs or opportunities, mm, that's what I'm really looking for in that kind of aspect.
Yeah, you're really sticking some land here with that.
That's exactly what we do.
Yeah. There's a lot of CRM tools out there that purport to be really great, but a contact is a job, is an opportunity, and it's like, no, I could have multiple opportunities and multiple jobs and multiple work orders for the same dang contact, and that contact can work for an organization, and I can have a relationship with the organization, and some CRM tools don't do that, and that's what JobNimbus does that for the roofing world. It's a little on the expensive side. um I'm coming on as the operating partner, so to speak. We have a great sales guy. He sells more than I do, but I close 94% of my roof sales. Well, have in the past. He closes 70%, but on a given day, he'll sell 3 roofs and I'll sell 1.
Yeah, and if you don't mind me asking real quick, what are you paying that you said it's expensive for that?
Oh, for JobNimbus, oh gosh. Whatever, we only have like 5 licenses with JobNimbus. Um, the current partners are, yeah, they're very money conscious, cash, but it's not money conscious, it's cash flow conscious right now. To opening this up, and 95% of our salespeople, excuse me, are 1099s. They're a bit hesitant about getting all these accounts, and I just got to show them the value of doing that.
Well, we have limited accounts for a base price, and then we'll
Wow.
look up from there. Yeah,
What is your base price?
Nick knows that better.
Well, it depends. If we add AI into it, I mean, the base price is $397 a month for everything. And then if we add AI into it, it just depends on how many we have to build, how many different types of bots that we would build. So you have probably an estimator bot, our customer service bot. So it just depends. What we need to do is just build out just a project scope document. I can send you an example of a roofing company that I just did the other day.
That would be fantastic. Yeah. I used to be, I was a hardware engineer. I was a software engineer, not non-degreed engineer, and at Motorola and Harris Corporation. And I used Google, whatever it is, some tool you don't, what's that?
No, Google Documents. No, probably not.
No. It's it's an AI database slash front end system, and I built a sort of a mock-up of what we want JobNimbus to look like versus versus the mess that JobNimbus is for the roofing company today, and that would be like, if you guys send me the information on that, I can sort of maybe merge that together, and we could, have a conversation about. And by the way, I told the other people to hold. This is now a little more important than the other one. Sorry, but I'm sitting in my car, so if you don't mind the background.
No,
Yeah. So maybe what we do is look, I really want to do this, but I don't want to take up your guys' time until we're ready. And we're not going to be ready for, literally a couple of months. I'm moving to Florida, relocating to Florida in January. My wife and daughter are staying here. We're going to have 2 houses, blah, 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 back and forth, expand the roofing company to Texas eventually. But anyway, when I get over there, that means we're very likely to have money because they've got to be able to support me, you know. Um, and once I do, I have full-time availability to start improving this. But a little bit of, foreground research that you guys can send me to say, hey, okay, here's what y'all can do. Here's what you've done for another roofing company. A little bit on the pricing again, if just if you can throw that in the email. I think we're paying like $700 a month for JobNimbus for like 5 licenses. It's expensive.
Yeah. Well, what I would say is if this is going to happen in 4 months, if we started to organize it, because it's going to take us, actually, I'll tell you, this roofing project is going to take us 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 weeks to build it.
Oh, okay.
So if we have that conversation now going into it, by the time you move, by the time you get there, it will be ready to go instead of waiting until March and then you got to wait till June to use it. It might make sense to just expedite that conversation. And here's how the payment structure works. You don't pay for the entire thing until it's delivered, right? It's like building a house. There's a down payment and then or a roof, right? So you're not paying for it all up front, but between the time that you're moving, between the time that you're getting settled in, this could be a conversation you have with I think you said you have a partner that you're with?
Yeah, two partners. Yeah, kind of 1.5, but yeah.
We have that conversation now. I just sent in the chat a Google document this is an Arizona roofing company. So this is what
Copy and paste it and send it to me using that Prezi Drive.
This is, yeah. If you could send it in the email, all right, there you go.
So what they do is they have a new lead, right? They either can have AI call the lead or text the lead. Then the AI qualifies them based on, the square footage of their home, where they're located, blah, blah, blah. Then they schedule a meeting to go out there, right? Or like a meeting, like on a phone call first to move them into the next phase of let's go out, let's check and get a quote for your roof, right? Then they send the quote. Either the quote gets accepted or it doesn't. Then the payment gets received, and then they have to go and they have to, get the materials. They have to do all of that. You'll see it in here. This is basically their entire business that we just built out for them. And so you'll see. But
And yeah, Kevin, essentially the reason why we would want to start doing it here soon is because we'd have to build out that customer journey. And then based off of that, we build out the 11 to 12 week CRM, full blown solution for you. So,
Okay, gotcha.
yeah.
and this company was using JobNimbus. It was also using SumoQuote and then CallRail, which is like a calling, what is it called? Like a software for a call center. I don't know what it's called.
Like voice over IP. Yeah. But
Okay, so I've actually worked with call center software, call recording, quality monitoring software solution.
They use JobNimbus, SumoQuote, Google My Business, like your Google page, and then CallRail. But it also does your proposals, like the templates for the quotes, all of that stuff. You'll see. Dom will shoot you over an email.
So our roofing company is a bit different than most. Most roofing companies only do one method of roofing, which is the retail method, which is like it's akin to sending out postcards and then going and following up with everybody who may or may not have interest, may or may not buy. You're using, salespeople that you got to give high commissions to because they're running around a lot, not selling. Um, we do the insurance method, the retail method, and the public adjuster PA method. And what happens there is Public adjusters in the state of Florida are not allowed to send a roof referral to a roofer, but they can send a tarp referral. And so we go and tarp the roof, and 95% of the time you tarp the roof, you get the roof. And the other thing, what's that?
I have someone to connect you with. His name is Max. He specializes in exactly that for the leads.
Yes. We use mostly, look, there's a stigma against door knockers. Okay. And that stigma is placed out there untruthfully in the most case. There are some door knockers that are scammers, by the way. But it's gotten very hard for them. Florida's got a lot of laws that make it nearly impossible to scam a customer. Nowadays, the insurance companies are more the scammers than the roofing companies. So, that's so. Yeah. I've only seen in my entire lifetime, 2 or 3 people that have actually tried to scam a homeowner. But I've seen many times insurance companies scam homeowners, and we help them out. So, essentially, we, all of our sales reps are 1099 door knockers, and we train them heavily in what to say, what not to say, be compliant with the laws, blah, blah, blah. So we have a zero CAC, so to speak. Okay. And we've streamlined the roofing process to where most roofing companies also have the sales rep follow the roof through the entire process. We don't do that. Okay. The sales rep, their close is considered signing a work order agreement that says if we're going to help you with the insurance, if we're going to help you with the public adjuster, we're going to do your roof. And they close on a work order, which has limited enforceability in court. Okay. 50-60% of the people that want to cancel a work order, we just let them go, unless we've done a lot of work on them. Then we say, hey, there's a cancellation fee. You got to pay that just to make sure we protect our time. But anyway, so they're out there door knocking, selling. Now, where we need the help though is this. All right. All these door knockers, because they're 1099s, this is where the current owners, the other partners, so to speak, I keep calling them current owners because I'm a new partner. So the old partners, however you want to call them, they don't see value in providing a CRM tool. They see value, but they don't fully understand it. Okay. So here's where we lose our leads 90% of the time. You get a new sales rep. They go out, they knock doors. Okay. I loved when I was selling roofs, I loved using a tool called Spodio, where you can actually put a little pin drop on a house. And then you could say, guy had a shotgun, this, no soliciting, said go away. This person wasn't home. And by color code, you can go in there the next day and knock all the doors you missed, and really fully canvass an entire area. Then, okay, you capture all those leads, and then the ones, currently the only leads that we capture are the ones that they close a work order on, right? So imagine somebody goes out and canvasses 200 roofs, then that person wins the lottery, gets hit by a truck, whatever. All those leads are lost except for the ones, the handful that signed a work order. I want all those.
That's exactly what we would build for you, so that you have one central location for everything, regardless if someone wants to leave. Spodio does integrate with the CRM, so you could even use that if you'd like to, and go from there. So
I think, do you guys have anything else other than Spodio? Because to put it this way, Spodio had kind of spotty service for me when I, back in the day. I mean, I haven't sold roofs in years. Technically, that's not true. I just sold a roof in Florida that I never saw. I'm still getting, not kidding, guys. I'm getting roof sales. Okay, 6 years later that I'm living in Texas, based off referrals that I have from over in Florida. I've sold roofs I've never even seen. That's how good this company is and what we do to help people out. But yeah, like Spotio back in the day for me was like, you try to put a roof and then it's like, oh, dang, it's not working right or whatever. I don't know if they've improved or if there's anything better, but I want BOB, you know what I mean? I want best of breed. Of course, with the cost limit, right? Everybody wants a cost limit. Integrated in with CRM, with AI, and then, okay, those clients, well, those prospects that gave a phone number or an email address, but maybe they didn't sign a work order, right? We don't force them to. Maybe they didn't sign a work order. Maybe they just wanted an estimate, okay? And we have their email address. Send them an email, randomly each week, via AI with a custom tailored message from the rep that says, hey, blah, blah, blah. Because here's another deal. Okay. The reason why I have a 94% closing ratio, which is the highest closing ratio out of any roofer in the entire state of Florida, hands down, nobody sells more roofs than I do. Okay. I mean, this is coming from a lot of roofing companies I've worked with that say, how the hell do you do it? And it's super freaking simple. You tell them the way it is. You tell them the truth. You build the relationship. You close the sale. You follow up. You follow up. You follow up. And you follow up. That is it. And that follow up, okay, most of our sales reps have a 40 to 50% close ratio. Now, we define close ratio as work order signed to actual roof goes on. Okay. So they get work orders and they're still losing half of them. Right. To me, okay, there's all those other leads that they're losing, which is technically lowering their closing ratio by a greater number that we're not even capturing and saving and recontacting.
Yeah. Now, what is, if you don't mind me asking, what is the name of the roofing company that you have that you're already working on? Do you guys have the website already?
Yeah. SG Roofing and Solar. That's another thing. Okay. I designed the Clear Direct website.
Sure.
Okay. So if you like it, it's me. If you don't like it, it's me. I use a company called Zapier X out of Pakistan. But aside from a couple of language barrier things, misspellings and stuff like that, they already did a pretty bang up job, I think, on the design. I'm not so much a design guy as I am a word guy. Okay.
Yeah.
I want something on our website that highlights the three different methods we do. I like putting truth out there. Okay. People want repairs on a roof. Most people don't know that the guys that go out and repair your freaking roof, and I don't want to take up the whole meeting here, but me talking as I do that. And you could say shut up at any time, all right?
It's okay. It's okay. There are some points I want to get across, but I'll let you finish though.
Okay, I promise this will be the last one. Then I'll shut down, shut up. Just hit my C3PO, shut them up or shut them down. Oh, but roofers go out there, they repair your roof, and then you become their trusted roof guy, right? And then they milk you for repairs for the next 3 years, knowing that they could have just replaced your roof to begin with, and it would have saved you money. But now, oh, you're their guy, right? And everything. That's freaking bullshit. I lay it out there. I'll do a repair if you want to, but here's how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want truth on our site. I want power. I want solid messaging on the site. So now C3PO, go ahead.
Okay. So everything you said, I can agree with. It sounds like you're struggling a lot with handling the leads. There's a lot of manual tasks involved with that. And you mentioned that you wanted to keep pushing until it closed. Well, our AI basically is capable of sending out and automating all those emails and follow-ups, I guess you could say, via SMS and things like that. And requalifying, I suppose you could say. And other
This really starts to take place where we map everything out. Like, in order to get to that point of AI and whatnot, We need to just map everything out of how you want it to operate and run. And then it just starts to stack and build from there for your business. But I'm looking here. I mean, there's a bunch of other ones like the Spotty, like Badger Maps. This would integrate with it and everything. So, we
Simply put, we can make it work. We can optimize it like any way you dream of.
However, right. Yeah. And we can evaluate the components and then, so you guys are systems integrators, essentially.
Yes, API and all that stuff.
Yeah. What do you have that's proprietary? Do you have your own CRM? Do you have your own,
We developed our own AI system within a CRM platform, which is not readily available on the market. There's only a handful of people of us that use it. Our developers basically, and this is something we developed from the ground up because we knew there were holes in other AI systems, so we kind of fine tuned it.
Okay. So my brother's company, the aviation company, um, yeah, okay. The part of the struggle is this, I'm 1 foot out the door, and he still believes I'm not. I love him. He's my brother, but come on, guy, face the music. Um, but God, I want to get business in the door before I leave. That's, you know, it's like, hell, even Biden wants to have some kind of freaking legacy, right?
So then, real quick about your brother's business, and you want to get him more business in the door before you leave. What do you think is his biggest bottleneck there with that? Like, where's your mostly clients coming from? Just maybe a quick sum of where do you think could optimize? Are you still doing like manual fuel loads and weight and balances? Like, I don't know, like paper.
No. Okay, so basically, way on the front end in the pipeline funnel area. Okay, I, as COO and business development uh, guy, um, I don't have the time to go out and meet and greet, potential clients and go visit city officials and, do the schmooze thing that you really need to do for getting larger contracts here. All I've got is like, bid net services, stuff like that. I need contacts. I need some automated, I need lead gen here. That's going to be, outbound more than when I say when I say inbound now, I just mean like, advertising notice. Here's a new solicitation for this. Those are all BS. You know what I mean? The chance of winning those things is real low.
Yeah, you need active outreach, like somebody actively like reaching out to companies their way.
where are you finding these people? Because I have two. Well, I have two people I could connect you with. We don't real. I just suck at doing ads. It's not fun for me, and my results are just not good. So I have people that I could connect you with that you could sit down, have a meeting with them, and discuss like, an advertising campaign, and they would be able to tell you like, yeah, this work or no, this wouldn't work. What have you tried that's worked, and what have you not tried that you're open to trying?
Yeah. Yeah, that would actually be pretty good. So the what you just said is the reason why I had, unfortunately deprioritized, but it also, there was a thing that came up I had to go handle. We got a guy who accepted an offer. We got to get him in here quick. Um, I was thinking, yeah, these guys are much more on the back end than the front end. Right now, Clear Direct needs the front end, you know, and so that was my assessment there. But Clear Direct's gonna need the back end.
Yeah, it sounds like they need to get the customers first. So because you guys are going to lose that contract with the Air City, and so I mean, I assume that the next contract is worth millions. It's not worth like $2,000. It's a large contract. So when I'll connect you. His name is Josiah. Uh,
He does ads for farmersonly.com. But
it's- he operates about $100 million worth of ads a year.
So he knows connections.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is it's easier for me and Dom to just. He's in our entrepreneurial group that we're in. It's easier for us to connect you with him because he's the professional at it. Like, if I were to tell you, oh yeah, I could run ads. It's going to cost $3,000 a month and a setup fee. I would be lying to you because I don't run ads and I don't know how to do it, nor do I want to, nor could I promise you that I can get you leads. But what he could do is sit down with him, speak with him. He'll give you his honest opinion. Like, yeah, I mean, this isn't really gonna work the way that you guys would want to do it. We'd have to build out this, and that would cost XML. And I'm confident that I could do this. Or he would just say, you know what, I'm not confident in this because I don't have the expertise in this area. I don't know what he would say, but I think it would be worth taking a call with him at least to just sit down and explain to him what you guys are looking for and how he could provide a solution for that.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. So yeah, definitely more conversation on the roofing side is warranted. Um, I'm gonna dig dig into the information you send me and really think about how I can apply it to what we're gonna do. Put a timeline on it. Um, you know, the other partners, they're dying to get me here, but uh, super long story short, the one partner, his wife left him, and he curled up in a ball for literally a year and a half. And he comes out of, he's like the groundhog. He'll come out and see a shadow and pop back in the hole again, and and he's the guy that runs sales. He taught me a lot of what I learned. And
I'll tell you something interesting. I don't mean to tie you off, Kevin. So yeah, he is going through an unfortunate situation, and I'm familiar with that situation as well. Uh, Fortunately, though, our AI does a lot of the sales and qualifying stuff. So
yeah,
he does need to kind of step back and be like, "Listen, guys, emotionally, I'm checked out." Then it takes a load off of his shoulder. Let's put it that way.
yeah, it makes it tough for me to predict the time frame. Though is my point that you know I don't know how long it's going to take for them to be able to afford to replace my current salary. Because that'll have to be split 3 ways. And these guys are used to making 500-600 grand a year, and they're down to like 60 right now. 60 to 100. And with a hurricane, come on, guys. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's going to put money in the coffers and really enable this whole thing. So this sounds exciting.
Yeah. So
So
Kevin,
based on that conversation, I would say me and Dom will send you this example project scope document that we did for an Arizona roofing company. That way you can kind of get an idea of how we work and how we structure things. Obviously, your business is going to be a little bit different, but what we would do there is we, schedule another call. Well, we charge $250 to do that. It takes us about 8 hours to do it in total, to go through and listen to the call that we have with you, to go through and organize everything and then give it back.
build a full pipeline. Yeah. A complete pipeline.
Whatever it is that you see the way that you want to operate. Now, you know, based on this one, it's gonna take us.
Sorry, my wife is calling me. I'm on the phone. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. The audio cut off for a sec.
That's okay. Based on the one that we just put together the other day, it was gonna take, I think, 13 weeks. So all in all, if this is something that you want to like explore, I would say we sit down, we document basically your customer journey. We figure out the different tools that you want to use. There's another one called Badger mapping. Um, you know, the JobNimbus, whatever the stuff is that you want, we can coordinate that and document it all and organize it. And then from there, it's going to take, 10, 11, 12, 13 weeks to build out. So we can come up with that. The second email, I'll send to an introduction to you and Josiah so that you can have a conversation for you and your brother's business to figure out how to get more clients or potentially get leads to get a new contract for the airport business. Um, and, you know, from there, we'll just go from there. I know you're busy, but if this is something that you're looking to, get lush when you move back to Florida, it might make sense to just at least sit down, map it out, and then now you have something to present to both those partners so that you can go in to the new role of, look, this is my first project. We're going to do this the right way. We're going to get everything organized. Here's what, you know, call us your development team or whatever you want to call us, put together for me so that we can start implementing this in a smarter, strategic way to getting the business, to following up with the leads, to hiring people. We also build out the SOPs for your employees so that you guys don't have to, and train them on the system so that now you have a well-oiled machine of running this stuff.
Okay. Yep. Yep. You took the words out of my mouth as well, because I told the other partners when I get over there, okay, or even before I get over there, in between the other stuff I'm doing here, my number one priority is organizing CRM and getting it in place to where everyone is using it properly and it's set up properly. And good news for you guys, that Google tool, that AI linked database tool, I forget what it's called. It's in Google Workspace. Uh, I already, I mean, if you look at it, it looks just like JobNimbus. You can, I made it where you can slide the customers from one, you know, uh, a Kanban spot to another, and all that kind of stuff. So I could show you guys what I've already come up with. Now, I, you know, I don't know that tool really well, so I'm a bit limited and can't get it exactly where I want without spending a lot of time with it. But that's, look, I don't even want to use that. I want to show you guys, that process initially, use it as a baseline, but then walk through each method individually, the retail method, the insurance method, the PA method, how we're receiving leads, what channels we have coming in, all that stuff. So yeah,
I'm gonna love this document because this is what we specialize in. This is what we do. But it all starts from documenting what's in your head of what you're telling me. Like, this is how I want to look, because there's no way to communicate. I don't know if you've ever worked with developers, but they are not they are literal people. Like, it's like, oh, I want to do this, and it's like, no, but why would we have it do that? Sense.
was not only a hardware engineer, I programmed assembly language, FPGAs, and firmware, and I was a Unix programmer using Knock, Bourne, Corn shells. Yeah, so I was a developer. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, everything is extremely literal. And so what we need to do is break it down into the literal side, but also put the business acumen there and how the business is run from a literal standpoint as well. So everything is automated. Like you just mentioned, drag it over. You won't need to do any dragging. There will be behavioral based situations based on trigger links that you or internally would click that move it in the stage inside the CRM system. We can automate all of that for you, but it all starts with just making sure that we document it. And then from there, you get on a call with our project managers And now, instead of having this 30,000 foot approach, you're getting into the nitty gritty with the project manager on the calls and saying, okay, this is what it needs to happen. This is how it needs to work. This is what needs to be sent out in a text message, or this is the internal notification to the sales team, whatever it is. This is when a lead goes stale for 30 days, we want to send the sales rep, an internal notification plus a text that says, hey, you idiot, you didn't follow up with, 1123 Maple Street. You were in the area 4 days ago. Why didn't you stop there? Add it to your list, but don't worry, we already added it. So next time you're over there, stop by, right? Like just, I don't know, things like that.
All right, Kevin. Well, then the next steps will be I'll send you that email. We'll send you that example document, and I'll also send you a link for another meeting because like Nick said, it all starts from this one document.
Okay, cool. Very, very cool. Where are you guys based out of again?
I'm in Houston.
Oh, okay.
I'm in Playa del Carmen in Mexico. I've been living here for.
That's right. Yeah, Mexico. Okay. Yeah. So very, very cool.
Cool. All right, Kevin. Well, yeah. Well, I'll look forward to hearing you next time.
Okay. Yeah. Same here too. I can't wait to receive the information, review it. I actually, once I resolve this little thing here, I'm like free most of the afternoon to review this stuff.
Okay.
Because everything else, I mean, I have other things I can push into tomorrow, just to take a look. So I'm pretty excited on both fronts. I really want to help launch this thing here, but I got to figure out the best, quickest way to do it.
Well, we have already built it for another roofing company, so it should.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, the quickest way to do it for my brother's company.
Sure.
Okay. The roofing company is already there. It just needs to be organized.
Well, it seems like there's some pressure there too. You have a moral duty kind of because he's your brother and you're on your way out and you don't want to leave him hanging. So it's like, I need to come up with a solution to, alleviate all of that, but do it in good faith. It sounds like.
Yeah. I like the way you guys talk because you really get the whole picture, not just you know what I mean? You tell me when you suck. You tell me when you're good. You tell me what you can do, what you can't, and you tell me that you're going to do it with a good heart. So that's awesome to hear.
Yep. Well, my father was in the military just like you, and I was brought up as from a drill sergeant, like you do the right thing and you don't deviate to the land.
Yeah, beating around the bush only delays, real results.
Right. So okay, all right, you guys. Well, hey, thanks so much. I appreciate everything. I'll read everything. What is today's Thursday, right? Yeah, yeah. I'll read stuff this week. When do you guys want to follow back up?
We'll shoot you an email with the calendar and then just book it on our calendar. And that's the easiest way. So there's not back and forth, right? Just book time. My calendar and Dom's calendar is synced. So every single time, I mean, I live for my calendar. If I'm playing golf on Monday, you're not going to be able to book a call with me.
Look, everybody knows that when you have a system like this, it is hard as hell to switch away from it. You know what I mean? It really is. What's the longevity plan that you guys have? I just thought about that now. Might as well ask.
So naturally, what ends up happening with us and our clients is we basically become the fractional development team for you. Because you're right, we built out this entire platform for you, and basically your entire business operates from there. As you grow and as things might change or expand for whatever business, you have, we end up becoming the go-to guys because we built everything for you. So what happens is if you need something else built or you want added, we just go back and rinse and repeat this process. We build out another project scope document, which that one would probably, the second one is usually easier because we already have the foundation built. And so it becomes like a Lego piece, like a Lego set, right? We build out the entire instructions for the Lego kit, and then we have like an add-on to it. And so the longevity aspect to it is one, I have partners that have roofing agencies that I could introduce you to. I don't know if you ever heard of roofengine.com, but they specialize in exactly what you guys do, where they tarp it, they do the sealing, and then they go to the insurance agency. The insurance, like, here's what he does. He flies a drone over roofs that he follows hail maps. He goes to
we do that too.
Okay, so he goes to the Ludowici roofing businesses because those are the most expensive roofs. He flies a drone over them, goes to the business owner and says, "Hey, if you don't submit a insurance claim, the next storm that comes, they might not cover it, and so you probably want to get this covered, and you have a Ludowici roof." He brokers that deal. He goes over to the roofing company and says, "Hey, the insurance going to pay $1 million. How much can you do this job for?" Brings them the leads from the hailstorms, and then he goes and he gets the subsidized solar panel roofing there, so that the business owner is technically getting everything pretty much for free, and then it just provides you as a roofing company with those leads. So I have somebody to do that for you as well, but really the only way that works efficiently is if you have the systems and the processes in place to keep up with that stuff.
Where does he work out of?
Man, he's in our entrepreneurial group as well. So me and Dom are a part of a very sophisticated entrepreneurial group. And, there's people that do all kinds of things in this group. And so he was living here in Playa del Carmen with me, and I called him, "Hey, bro, you want to go to dinner?" He's like, "Dude, I moved to Thailand yesterday." I'm like, "What? I was just with you 4 days ago."
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I don't mean where is he from, but where does he operate? Because I mean, if he's competitive in Florida, what I mean, would he be interested in working with us?
Yeah, he would. He operates. So we're currently building out his AI for him. He gave us a list of the states that he works out of. There were some, let me see. Let me see if I have it. I want to say Florida is one of his.
So let me give you just a real quick point here as well too. So there was a guy, and I forget his name. The other partners know him really well. He built a roofing company slash construction company, but mostly roofing, nationwide in America. And he let the success go to his head, and he started floating money on one job to pay for another. This guy was, like a multi, millionaire, potentially billionaire from what I understand. And he turned roofing into a Ponzi scheme, unfortunately, and he ended up going to jail for a number of years, and he's banned from getting a roofing license. Banned from the industry, basically all around America. Okay. He's released from prison. But he is the guy that trained my partners, and they're the ones that trained me in this method. Okay. And what to do. There's a lot of copycats, but not everybody knows all the secret sauce. Okay.
I guess he trained you the ethical way, though, right?
Well, the guys I work with, he trained them the ethical way, but he was, doing more than that. And these guys left him when he went to jail. Obviously, they all worked under a different guy who became unethical as well. They left him because he was unethical, and then I've been working with these guys for the past 10, 11 years now, because they're awesome. They're like you guys. Hey, bro, what's going on, man? Not all this executives down high, $500 venison plate when I can have the same damn thing on a stick over a fire.
Minded.
Exactly. And they're just really, really good people. So, but the point is though, this guy is out of prison and he's one of our consultants that we ask him questions and we can't give him any money. But he freely gives us, information whenever we get stuck on something or whatever. I don't know him much at all, but the other guys, they're like, hey, let's go have a beer, whatever. And, but and interesting thing there. Just so we do know a lot of really great stuff that a lot of people in the industry have copied. And my point there being, if he didn't want to work with us because of competition, then we got something he don't know.
Yeah, they get coatings. So I'm looking at the website right now. They do they're a lead generation company for coatings as well as this lead generation for commercial roofing.
Ah, interesting. Okay. I would also best friends with the guy who is the largest commercial and residential, actually commercial, coating company in Eastern Florida. But he got arrested too for tax evasion.
Jeez.
Yeah. He's out now. He lives in California.
I hear you.
So, but
So yeah, I mean, look, man, we're looking forward to getting this launched for you and helping you out. And it all starts with just documenting everything, and we'll shoot the sheet today so you could look at it, and then we'll get a call booked.
okay. All right, you guys. Well, hey, thanks again. Sorry for another long meeting, but I like the jellification going on. So, hopefully y'all, and again, when you say I don't mean to cut you off, that's okay. You mean to cover you.
Yeah, dude, I gotta go. Leave me alone.
All right. Yeah, I tell people, I say, look, I'm 57 years old, or maybe 58 now. I don't remember. But I think 57. And I say, I know a lot of shit. I'm almost a freaking certified genius. However, I can't shut the hell up. And it's a fault I've had all my life. I think I inherited it from my mom and her mom. And I've tried. There's not much that I could do about it.
It's a good fault.
Welcome,
East? Are you guys from New York or?
Northeast Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's why. I'm from New York, so we don't know how to shut up.
Yeah. But that's a good thing bro, because you'd be a fun person to have a beer with and sit down and have a few beers,
Yeah, exactly. All right, you guys. Well, I'm sure you have other stuff to do as well too. So I'll let you all go. I'll review the information and we'll see what we can start up here.
All right.
Some fire.
Good.
All right, Kevin. Thank you.
See y'all. Take care. Stay blessed, too.